Welcome to the 2013 National Scenic and Historic Trail Conference. My name is Luke. We're here at the Westerlook Hotel in sunny Tucson, Arizona.
We are here to enable the transformation of our nation's newly elected trail apprentices, to foster appreciation and uphold the dedication that our national trail system has placed in effect each and every day.
The Trail Apprentice Program is a scholarship-based learning experience for aspiring young professionals between the ages of 18 and 25. It's among the very first of its kind and started back in 2009. The Trail Apprentice Program was created by the Partnership for the National Trail System, or PNTS. At the core of the PNTS is to better facilitate the completion, protection, and stewardship of the 30 National Scenic and Historic Trails. Since the inception of the Trail Apprentice Program, emerging leaders have participated in all of the PNTS meetings, trainings, and conferences. And here, at the 14th Conference on National Scenic and Historic Trails, a total of 15 emerging leaders will be discussing the most important issues facing our public lands and the trails that connect them all.
The National Trail System is not just a trail system, it's our greatest resource. It is our community, it is our culture, but most importantly, it is our future. Today we have 15 interns on scholarships working, much as Lewis and Clark did in the very early days, exploring new territory and trying new techniques to move forward. These young people are the future of the trail community. Without their expertise, without their dedication, we as a community die. Our culture dwindles and our future is lacking in some of the most key elements of what makes America and our trail system unique.
For us, we're walking the path, and we welcome you to the 14th National Scenic and Historic Trail Conference. Let's get started.
The goals of the program are to provide opportunities to develop technical skills, leadership, and create a network for future engagement within the trail community. To inspire emerging leaders to develop relevant connections to national scenic and historic trails. And lastly, to encourage these leaders to develop new ideas and commit to future challenges facing our national trail system, our trail organizations, and our land management agencies.
To me, a trail apprentice is somebody with the Partnership for the National Scenic Trails who takes a very unique look at the youth environmental movement and the ability to get people outdoors into their natural worlds. The trails are a very kind of unique way to do so, and I think that the Trails Apprentice Program will kind of show already emerging outdoor leaders this new aspect of getting outdoors, being the trails.
I think that someone who is a trail apprentice cares enough about the national trails to spread the word about them and then to go and actually take action to try to protect them.
To me, it's about voice and it's about action around just really being intentional with how you communicate and invite others into the importance of sustaining and building and living in and on and around trails, and not only the trails themselves, but the corridors that they exist in. And really being somebody that can just learn ongoing how to voice and how to be a part of protecting these places.
I think what's lacking is relevancy of our trails to the general population. So to me, and what I intend to use a trail apprenticeship for, is to make trails relevant to those it isn't right now.
There's a Native American who once said, "If we look at the path, we do not see the sky." We are Earth people on a spiritual journey to the stars. Our quest, our Earth walk, is to look within, to know who we are, and to see that we are truly connected to all things. There is no separation, only in the mind.
The power behind this conference is the trail system. For some, this conference represents the first steps on a trail, the first steps during their spiritual journey or Earth walk. And with this powerful new stride, their momentum represents the past, present, and future.
We as the human species is forever connected to our most inherent form of transit, which is walking and hiking, and taking life at that pace is not only something that's healing for us, but it's fundamentally how we're engineered to see the world, how we're engineered to process thought and stress, and how we're engineered to walk alongside others, especially those that are different. There are so many reasons for maintaining and working to keep these places protected and around, so that we can forever be connected to how we're built to be existing. So it's a very important piece for me, is working towards keeping these trails and making them what they are.
So this is the 14th National Scenic and Historic Trail Conference, and it's kind of what I expected, which is a good thing. I came here hoping to learn more about kind of what goes behind the scenes in the trail community, because I hope to make a career of it one day. And so I think I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I think it'll be very beneficial for me, and I'm excited to see what the future has in store.
I'm hopeful that the opportunity to come to this Trails Conference as a Trail Apprentice will allow me to continue networking and interacting with individuals who already are within the system, or who may not be within the system but may come into the system, so we can affect positive change to go from a homogeneous group to a heterogeneous group more representative of America, so that in the future, the trails system and beyond that, the national park system and all the different public lands in America where we actually go out to recreate can feel free and open, so that anyone from any socioeconomic class, any race, anything at all will go out there and will be representative and feel comfortable.
This morning I had the opportunity to go to the plenary session on engaging Hispanic and Latino youth into the national parks and national trail systems. And as an African American woman, I'm working to engage my own demographic into the national park systems and national trail systems as well. So it was incredibly insightful in how to engage new audiences into what we do and how to make it relevant to these people.
I would like to get all the youth involved here in this country, be able to go out and experience all these trails. I think the youth is very active and they want to go out and do something. They have a lot of energy, and so I think that by being able to learn how to approach the youth and to let them know all the ways to access all the trails would be a very good thing to learn, as well as all of the trails, because some of them I don't even know where they are or if they exist. So I think it'd be nice to learn some of the trails here in our backyard.
I've tried to go to several sessions from the different tracks, but mostly the ones that were involved with connecting trails with, engaging a new audience and bringing in more people to the conversation. And what I've really taken away from this conference, and I hopefully will be going in this direction in my career, is the kind of intersections between trails and other sustainable initiatives. How do trails affect our cities? How can we, have trails link up with other places? Because, as it's been said multiple times, 85% of the population is now living in urban areas. And, while it's awesome to have these great rural lands and protected lands, we also have to have sustainable projects that are right in the places where everyone's living, so that you can have a more accessible way of getting to trails and getting to parks.
I've met the president of the American Hiking Society, and I've connected with a lot of individuals who are coming up the same way as me. And so it's good to kind of get their input on what I can do to make myself more relevant in the community that I want to be in, and some experiences that I should take up to secure myself in this industry. Also, it makes me a little less afraid of the future, and knowing that other people have been through it and have gotten through it and they're in these amazing places gives me hope that I can do it as well.
The networking at this conference has been really great, and for people in a position like myself just starting out a career, to get to talk to very high level people in the trail organizations and the various land management agencies. I really enjoyed it. I spoke a lot to Mark Weaver from the North Country Trail. He's been great. And the conversation Bob Ratcliffe had with all of us trail apprentices, and really giving his take of his 30+ years of experience, but also where he sees this movement going on in the future, and really discussing with him how we can take trails and connect them to other places was really one of the best experiences I've had so far.
I don't know that I could really say that I've had one specific favorite session that I've attended. However, Matt Nelson's presentation on planting the seeds of stewardship certainly sticks out in my mind as being especially important.
One of the most important speeches that I watched talked about experiential education as a way of bringing kids to public lands and educating them about the world around them. And I think that that's so important because we have all these beautiful public lands like national forests, but if you've never heard of them and you've never experienced them, why would you ever want to spend any energy to protect them or promote them? And so I think that getting kids out using the infrastructure of the trails that are already in existence to get to these national forests and other public lands is the way of the future, and I think that's going to help us create the next generation of public land promoters and protectors.
I had the great opportunity to travel to Taiwan last year to interact with people in the Ministry of Youth in Taiwan about getting youth outdoors. And we went to this trail on the second highest peak in Taiwan, Snow Mountain. And there they have immense hiking huts. If you've ever seen an AT shelter, you know, it's like three-walled kind of shelters, maybe sleep 10, 15 people at most, jam-packed in. We're talking shelters that held 160 people. These are hiker mansions. These are absolutely humongous. There were maybe 2 people younger than I, maybe 2 more people younger than 30 at these hiking shelters. Taiwanese have an extremely strong outdoor ethic, but has it gone to the youth? No, it hasn't been passed on. And they've missed that opportunity. And that's something they're trying to rebuild, and hence the reason why bringing in people from the outside to do so. And it's sad to see, but I think that we still have that connection, and it's just making sure that opportunity isn't lost. Thank you.
I'm Luke Jordan, aka Strider. I just completed a through hike of the North Country National Scenic Trail about 3 weeks ago. For me, it was a really liberating experience. I had just graduated college, and it was a great way to kind of relieve the stress that was bottled up from all the, the stress of deadlines and things like that. And it also kind of showed me, it restored my faith in humanity, because nowadays, everything we see on the news is all negative. It's full of negativity and bad things. And I had lots of trail magic along the way, where it was just, total strangers would, drop me off care packages at the trail, or bring me into their house for the night, or whatever the case was. And the trail itself is great. I haven't hiked the other trails, so I can't speak for them, but I think the North Country Trail is definitely, in my opinion, the crown jewel. Kind of, it's so diverse compared to the other trails. Goes through about 8 different ecosystems and being a natural resource major, I kind of, I enjoyed that aspect of it also. And most of the help that I had was from either the staff or the volunteers of the North Country Trail Association. And so I don't know if you can, and they really helped me out a lot. And I would like to ensure that future thru hikers have the same experience I did.
I just really like to thank all the various partners and funders who have made this opportunity possible. It's been great to be here.
I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to whomever was involved in making this opportunity possible for me and the other trail apprentices.
I'd just like to say thanks for this opportunity to talk with other people who are passionate about trails. I think that this was eye-opening, and I think we have a lot of work to do if we want to create the next generation of trail protectors.
The Trails Apprentice Program was made possible by the U.S. Forest Service, Bureau of Land Management, National Park Service, Fish and Wildlife Service, and the Federal Highway Administration. Additional information about the Trails Apprentice Program can be found online at the Partnership for the National Trail System website, PNTS.org. On behalf of the 14th Conference on National Scenic and Historic Trails, we thank you for watching and encourage you to find a park or trail, discover history, explore nature, work with communities, and find ways to get involved. We'll see you on the trail.